of 5 inmates and 1 police officer were killed after a police van carrying inmates overturned today outside Mookgopong in Limpopo. Police spokesperson Hlulani Mashaba says the van was transporting inmates from Mokopane to Mookgopong for court appearance. Mashaba says the officer had just collected the inmates from Mokopane police station when the accident happened on the R101. The injured have been taken to hospital for treatment. All right, for more on the story, across to our reporter Pimani Baloyi in Mookgopong. Good afternoon, Pimani. Very devastating story of the loss of the life. Just talk to us about exactly what we know pertaining this incident at this point.
Good afternoon, Mfunda, and good afternoon to our viewers. Details at this point are a bit sketchy, but as you rightfully stated, Mfundo, there's been loss of life, and we understand that it could be a total of 6 lives. We know from police statements that number has been changing over time. Let me just step out of scene a little so my colleague Llewellyn Kirsten can show you that active crime scene that police are currently combing through. As you rightfully stated, Mfundo, it appears a police officer who works at the Mookgopong police station this morning traveled towards Mokopane to fetch inmates inside that van that you can see is severely damaged at this point in time. On his way back, we are told he fetched a total of 11 inmates. On his way back, when he was heading back to Mookgopong, where these inmates were expected to appear before the Mookgopong Magistrate Court, he met this fatal accident. We are not clear if that truck that you see in front of us is involved in this crash. If it crashed into that vehicle, we'll get further details around what actually happened when the police spokesperson of Limpopo, Brigadier Hlulani Mashaba, arrives at the scene. So 5 people, 5 inmates have been killed. The police officer who was driving that vehicle, we are told, also died on the scene. Police are working through the scene. They're about to remove the bodies. We are told that 7 other inmates were injured and rushed to various hospitals to get medical attention. But the N1 between Mookgopong and Mokopane has been cordoned off. People who get to Mokopane are now redirected towards the N1 road. This is the R101, which has been cordoned off. But motorists have had to find other alternative routes. We've seen the Limpopo Transport Department issuing a statement also advising motorists to use other routes. One of those motorists who are affected is Ms. Tendani that we found here along the R101 road. She told us that she was traveling towards Mookgopong. She said, thank you so much for your time. Tell us, where were you going and what did you see when you arrived at the scene?
No, thank you. I was going to Mookgopong from Mokopane, and then far away I saw something happening. I just decided to put my brake on and then stop there. And then when I came here, I just saw that truck that side, and then I saw there's something happen. But just to avoid for myself not to be too much traumatized, I didn't want to see. I just pulled out of there after the road, and then after they directed us to use that road, I packed there and come, and then I can see there is an accident.
You spoke about saving yourself from too much trauma, but what have you seen and how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very traumatized, of course, but it's very sad. It's something that happened in daily life, but to see these people lying around is a very sad thing to witness. It's very horrified what's happened here.
You also spoke about how this scares you as a fellow motorist who's on the roads on a daily basis. Take us through how motorists can be more careful and ensure that they arrive safely at their various destinations.
Yes, I think for us motorists to be safe is that most of time I used to say people must drive maybe focus. The one that is coming, the one that is front of you, the one that is back, so that also yours. So it's just to be careful, and especially when we are coming to the intersection, we need also to be very cautious. It's either you, even when you are running, try to low down the speed and then see if there's somebody who's coming, and then you can pass. But nevertheless, to drive safely, adhere the road rules, and then also keep the speed low.
Thank you so much, Sister Ndani. That is the Ndani motorist who now says she has to now go to the N1 road to ensure that she gets to Mookgopong from Mokopane. Police spokesperson Brigadier Hlwan Mashaba is expected to arrive at this crime scene shortly. We understand there are 6 body bags, one of them a police officer, the 5 others of inmates that were being transported from the Mokopane's holding cells to the court in Mookgopong. It is not yet clear what could have caused this fatal crash, but investigators are on scene. They are working on this and they will be moving those bodies. We also have been, as I stated earlier, traffic officials have cautioned people to use alternative routes, stating that this road right now is currently impassable. Mfundo?
All right, Pemani, thank you very much for that reportage. That's SABC News reporter Pemani Baloyi, who's out at Mookgopong on the R101 following that very devastating crash there that has left 6 people dead, one of them being a police officer. 5 inmates and 7 other inmates have been rushed to hospital with serious injuries.